watching Innovations News, for us, by us.
We are your student broadcasting network for Innovation Student by Innovation Students.
There are only 5 seminars left to attend this quarter. Remember, if you don't attend the seminar, you lose 5 points.
Starting today, the Madison Wabash CTA station will be closed. CTA is building a new station at Washington and Wabash. All CTA riders must use the Randolph and Wabash or Adams and Wabash station until further notice.
Now let's check in with Brittany as she explores the idea of students having key cards while they're out of class.
What is your name?
My name is Tyler.
All right, Tyler, we would like to know your perspectives on if students should have key cards in the school or not.
Yes and no. So I feel like it would be very convenient to have key cards to get around the school and stuff, but we already know that's very expensive, and then people will be here like on their free time just rummaging through the school and stuff, and that's not cool.
Hi, what's your name?
Mario.
Hi, Mario, and what's your perspectives on if students should have key cards or not?
I feel that we should have key cards, just for the simple fact that we go through the doors as much as the staff.
How do you feel that we can provide these key cards to the students? Do you think that it should come out of the school fees?
I mean, it could come out of school fees, but then us being students, we can also fundraise for it, help out a little bit.
What do you feel that some of the consequences should be for some of the students that may lose their key cards?
I mean, on the first one, okay, people make mistakes. They either get a free one or they could pay a fine or whatever. But after the second one, it should be over with. You should lose your key card if you know you need it.
So what is your name?
Aphenia Wolf.
All right, Aphenia Wolf. What is your perspective on students with key cards?
Well, students with key cards, we should be able to have them anyway because, we can't get through the doors and we're always having to wait for somebody to come, so we should have key cards.
What do you feel like some of the consequences should be for if we were provided with key cards?
Well, if a student was to lose one, then they would have to, pay up because you probably have to return the key at the end of the year, and if they lose it, they're going to have to pay, at least about $25 for a key card.
What are some of the ways that you feel like we can provide these? Do you think we need to fundraise or stuff like that to get the money? How do you feel like we should get the money?
We should fundraise by selling candy. Yeah.
Well, I'm on the fence with yes and no. I say yes because you all do get annoying when you want to knock on the door and make all this noise when you're trying to just, go straight to the bathroom or something. But at the same time, I am a little concerned about how long students will, be out with their key cards, or if they lose it, how much money it might cost to replace them. If it's yes, maybe they can, but as others were saying, it can have a cutoff time. But then I say no because students might, take advantage of it, lose it, and spend a lot of times in the hallway. So yes and no.
If you do feel that we need them, how do you feel like we can provide the key cards to them? Do you feel like we need to fundraise, or do you feel like it should come out of our school fees? Or
I think that both. I think those are great ideas. Maybe half of it school fees, maybe half the students come up with something together where they can fundraise, whether it's selling candy or, raffling something. I think those two would work, yeah.
Thanks, Brittany.
Okay, boxing fans, are you ready for the upcoming fight between Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather? Let's get excited about the fight as Quindarius highlights some of each fighter's best fights.
Bursting onto the scene in 2001, Pacquiao has authored one amazing highlight after another.
Through 42 consecutive wins, as well as several curiously long absences from the ring, Floyd Mayweather has built a reputation as arguably the finest fighter of his generation, as well as one of the greatest defenders in the history of the ring.
Defeated Mayweather and hyper-aggressive Pacquiao, both welterweight champions and both in their late 30s, will meet May 2nd at the MGM Grand, Las Vegas, in a matchup of the two greatest fighters of their generation.
December 1998, 21-year-old Mayweather made his first career title defense, putting his super featherweight belt on the line against Angel Manfredi. Mayweather wasted little time attacking in the second round.
Mayweather with it right over the top, stuns Manfredi. Manfredi in trouble.
as Mayweather pounds away. And Freddie almost went down. He won't take a knee, but he isn't throwing back. Mayweather pounding.
The fight will be televised, joined by HBO, which has Pacquiao, and the Showtime, which has Mayweather. On pay-per-view, which announces the price tag to the consumers of $89.95. The fight is expected to gross more than $250 million.
2005, having conquered 2 weight classes, a confident Floyd Mayweather set his sights on Arturo Gatti for a 140-pound title. Mayweather ruled the action from the opening bell.
Right hand is solid. Combinations by Mayweather. Too much speed, maybe too much power too. That's the first real knockdown of Eric Morales' career. Manny Pacquiao has knocked out the great Eric Morales.
And as the fight went on, Floyd's quicker reflexes began to surface.
Good quick left hook inside by Mayweather and a big right hand upstairs by Floyd. Biggest shot of the night for Mayweather. And Mayweather is trying to knock Oscar out with a right hand. Old reality. And where does Mayweather go from this pinnacle after claiming that he's going to retire?
2007, another Mayweather super fight, this time against Ricky Hatton. In a matchup of undefeated welterweights, Hatton began on the offensive and had Mayweather on his heels. Floyd adjusted to the brawling tactics and began to land his right-hand counterpunch at will.
Hard right hand by Mayweather. And there's a cut over Ricky Hatton's right eye. Big cut. It was from the right hand.
The bad blood between the two there was in a fight that was supposed to be in 2009 and 2010, but there was a drug issue. The issue with the drug was that Pacquiao did not want a random drug test. He wanted to be told when he was going to be tested.
Look at the brilliant accuracy of Manny Pacquiao, landing with both right and left hands. Boom. Oh my gosh, what a straight left hand. That is that. What an amazing knockout shot. That is the most spectacular one.
I got Mayweather on that.
You crazy. Pacquiao gonna knock Mayweather out.
Not going to happen.
Finally, let's check in with Tyler. We'll get our daily dose of urban words of the week.
Hi, my name is Tyler, and this is Urban Words of the Week. On this segment, we're going to be choosing words that people use on a daily basis that have different meanings and or goofy meanings. First word of the week is hate watching, because most of you do it, but you don't even know it. Hate watching is watching something and only enjoying that you hate it. Hate watching. Second word of the week, earlingus. I don't know what it is. The third and final word of the week is conversate. A lot of people use this word, but frankly, it's not a word. The definition of this word is basically a word used by ignorant people when they mean to use converse. Converse meaning to hold conversation. So please, people, use the right word. I'm Tyler, and this is Urban Words of the Week. Thanks, Tyler.
Well, that's our show. Thanks for watching our Student Broadcasting Network. I'm Malik.
And I'm Justin. See you next week, Phoenix.